Hello, my name is Dr. Mark Kavanaugh, and I am the creator and teacher of the MHRTC continuing education course that you are enrolled in, Trauma Informed Practice for the MHRTC. I'm sure that term is not unfamiliar to you, and certainly working in the field, you are exposed to many individuals who have had experiences of trauma, and you yourself may have had experiences of trauma. And even if you haven't, experiencing and being in the presence of some people who have had particular traumas can be, in a way, traumatizing. So, being aware of the ways in which trauma impacts our client's mindset and impacts our need for self care, that is the focus of this particular training. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the online course. This is a completely online course that is going to exist over a period of time of 2 weeks. During the first week, we're going to cover modules 1 and 2. During the second week, we're going to do 3 and 4. And we're going to do them at the same time. You can go in and do 1 and 2, 1 and 2. You can go anywhere you want to get. 1 and 2 are going to be due the first week. 3 and 4 are going to be doing the second week. But I wanted to show you the interface that you're going to be interacting in. At KVCC, we use an online tool called Brightspace. And when you enter into the course, after you have logged into Brightspace, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be a little different because this video is actually going to be posted there. But a little welcome message here. A little bit about me, but you go through, I want you to read all of this. This sort of introduces you to the class, and it gives you dates, kind of an outline of the entire class. Module 1 is a review of trauma, and you'll be asked to participate in an online discussion about traumatic stress reaction. And there's an assignment to develop a rehabilitation plan to take into accommodation a person's trauma. Module 2 has to do with adverse childhood experience, or ACEs. You're going to take the ACE, and I will reiterate, you are not required to share your score nor to share any personal traumas. You can do that. However, be aware that whenever we share, it might be okay with us, but it might be traumatizing to the others. What I wanted you to be able to experience with this particular assignment is this discussion, is that you take the test so that you can understand the type of questions that are asked if you ever are in the position to have somebody else take that test. So it's just an interesting exposure to how adverse childhood experiences are measured. In the second week, starting on October 23rd, this is a shorter week. It's going to end on Friday. We're going to, module 3, we'll look at system-induced trauma, and we'll have a discussion about missteps or mistakes you might have made, and that's okay. Module 4 looks at trauma-informed practice and self-care, and there are 2 assignments. They focus first on how do you believe this information will modify the way you practice as an MHRTC. And then the second one is, what did you learn about the importance of self-care in order to ensure that you yourself remain healthy within the context of working in this field. So that was the main page. Now the only place you're really going to have to go is to the content section. You click on content, and the first link that comes up is going to be the overview syllabus. That goes over the kind of the welcome message here. This is what you should expect in the class. Trauma-informed practice, the start date, Monday, October 16th, the end date, Friday, October 27th, completely online. A little bit about the MHRTC Continuing Education Program here at KVCC. A little bit about me, including my email if you have any questions. A little bit about navigating how I design my classes, and then we have the course syllabus. Now you're going to want to go into the course syllabus and read it all, but I'm going to focus your attention on a particular area right here, so it gives the outline. But right here, Graded online discussions and assignments. These are the specific instructions as to how I want you to engage in those things. There's 3 discussions and 3 assignments. So make sure that you read the details here as to how to participate in those so you can get full credit. When you scroll up the window here, you're going to see 4 links, one for each module. So in the first week, we're going to do modules 1 and 2, and then second 2 weeks, we're going to do module 2 and 3. Let's take a look at module 1 as an example. That pops up. You have a picture, then you have the learning outcomes, and then this is the material I want you to read. Okay, these are all the ways in which traumatic stress reaction manifests itself. And then we get down to the assessment area, and here's our first discussion. Consider the behavior that your clients display or have displayed in the past. When working in person with a diagnosis, we often assume the origin of the dysfunction behaviors stem from the diagnosis. However, they might extend from traumatic experiences. And I ask you to consider that for some, the consistency and pervasiveness of their stress reaction may be the source of the diagnosis. Discuss this among your classmates. Provide examples, provide interpretations, whatever. That's going to be the first assessment in this module. And then you're going to write a rehabilitation plan, and all of the instructions are right there as to what you're going to do. And there's the references for that. And that completes Module 1. Module 2 is on adverse child experiences. Module 3, system-induced trauma. Module 4, trauma-informed practice and self-care. My hope is that during each week, the discussions that are in Modules 1 and 2 will be rich. You'll participate a lot. You won't just do the minimum. The minimum, of course, being you respond to the prompt and reply to at least 2 other people's responses. That's when you've met the criteria of the class. Engage, however, to get more out of this class by reading everybody else's posts, by posting early so other people can take advantage of responding to your post. Engage in a discussion with your peers. That's really the best way online discussions work. Get the work completed and submitted to the Dropbox. You are allowed to work ahead. If you have a whole day to work on this stuff, work ahead on the assignments. However, you must participate in the discussions within the week that they are due. So if you post anything to the discussions on Module 3 and 4 during week 1, that's okay. You're ahead of the game, but you have to continue participating during the week. So make sure that you do work on that second week in the discussions. So I hope this helps clarify what the expectations are. It's just 2 weeks, 3 discussions, 3 assignments. Make the best out of it that you can. I put this material together. It's research-based, it's evidence-based as to the reasons why it's important for us as MHRTCs, and I am one, that we as MHRTCs need to understand the impact of trauma on ourselves and on our clients. I look forward to interacting with you in the discussion boards. I will be in there responding and participating in the discussion myself. And I look forward to getting to know you folks a little bit and helping you understand the importance of trauma-informed practice. I will see you when class begins. Take care.